And yet it still feels like we're just getting financially literate. Like we're probably, and that could be because we're just making this level of money. We have more Black millionaires and billionaires than ever before. And so we're literally just starting to make this kind of money. And so a lot of the things that are being taught to us and that we're learning, we're just getting it now. What are you doing, and or what can we all do as a community to make sure that we're teaching those types of skills, that type of information, that we're getting that and passing it on to the next generation so that they can be financially resilient? Like, we're hearing recession and we're trying to figure it out for ourselves, but what are we now? What are we also telling our the youth, or what are you telling your kids about recessions and or being financially responsible and good stewards of their money?
So one key element of parenting is your children are not going to do what you tell them. They're just going to watch you and then do what you do, right? So it's not a matter of what we're telling our kids, it's what we're modeling for them. So when this lady was talking, I was kind of taking those things that she was saying and thinking, okay, what do I think about mindset? I like the shift from that mindset that, well, I was raised, I'll speak for myself. I was raised by the 40-40-40 generation. What was it? You work 40 hours for 40 years, making about 40,000, something like that. And you retire making 40. Oh, you to retire on 40% of your income, something like that. And that used to work. Grandma and grandpa, or mom and dad managed to buy a house, put through kids through school, have some retirement, and just everything was okay. But we don't have that privilege anymore. You're more likely to lose your job. People don't stay in the same job from the time they start working until they retire. They change jobs a lot of times, and oftentimes it's not because they want to, it's because they get fired or let go or a recession hits. So that's the mindset shift that you need to have. And the other mindset shift that you have to have, and I don't know, I can't tell with this crowd, but I'm probably the only person here who's lived significantly in 2 or more different countries. And I can tell you that's another way you need to broaden your mind. When I'm in America and I hear people talking, if I've just come from Botswana, the conversations are different. Or if I'm in Botswana and I've just come from America and I'm listening to the conversations, they're so different. You just need to broaden your mind. If the opportunities are not, then it's not just 2 countries, it's everywhere. Think globally. And thinking globally doesn't even have to mean that you leave your house. I have clients and customers, or whatever you want to call them, all over the world because I have a digital business. 90% of my income comes in through online income streams. So you have to broaden your mind and think about what markets can I tap into that if our market is not doing well, they're doing well. Then the other thing she was talking about was debt. I believe that you should really just avoid debt like it's going to kill you, unless you're going into debt because you're investing in something that is going to have a high return on that investment, right? So if you want to borrow money to buy something that you know is going to return more money, then that makes sense. But if it's just for a car and things like that, I think if you can't afford to buy a car cash, you just can't afford a car. That's that's how I feel. Then career. I think one of the things that we also have to model is multiple streams of income. On last night's show, we talked about Constance was the lead yesterday, and she was talking about Dr. Boyce says all the time, and he's an economist, he's a moneymaker, always says sell something, and that's actually true. Sell something. If you can't think of what to sell, buy something that somebody else is selling, add value to it, and sell it.